What if a single narrow stretch of water could shake the entire world? Every day, billions of dollars worth of oil passes through one of the most dangerous and strategic waterways on Earth, the Strait of Hormuz. A place where global power, politics, and tension collide. But now, something is changing. Rising conflict, military pressure, broken agreements. And the question is no longer if something will happen, but when. How did we get here? Who is really in control? And what happens if this vital route is pushed to the breaking point? Stay with us, because what you're about to hear could affect not just the Middle East, but the entire world. At the heart of the Middle East lies one of the most strategically vital waterways in the world, the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow passage connects the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman and carries a significant portion of the world's oil supply. Any disruption here doesn't just affect the region, it sends shockwaves across the global economy. In recent developments, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, a senior Iranian official involved in discussions with the United States, made a strong statement. He declared that reopening the Strait of Hormuz under conditions where ceasefire agreements are being violated is simply not possible. According to him, stability and respect for agreements are essential for safe navigation and global economic balance. Ghalibaf pointed to what he described as violations of the ceasefire, including U.S. actions to block Iranian ships at ports. He labeled these actions as a form of economic hostage-taking, arguing that they disrupt not only Iran's economy, but also the broader global trade system. At the same time, he accused Israel of carrying out military operations across different areas, further escalating tensions in an already fragile region. In a message shared on the social media platform X, Ghalibaf emphasized that neither the United States nor Israel has achieved their goals through military pressure, and, in his view, they never will. He insisted that intimidation and force cannot replace dialogue and mutual respect. The only viable path forward, he stated, is to recognize the rights of the Iranian people amid these tensions. There were expectations of diplomatic engagement. Ghalibaf was reportedly set to hold talks with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance in Pakistan. These talks were seen as a potential turning point, an opportunity to reduce tensions and rebuild trust. However, as of now, those discussions have yet to begin, raising questions about the future of diplomacy between the two nations. Meanwhile, former U.S. President Donald Trump announced an extension of the ceasefire between the United States and Iran. This move initially brought a sense of cautious optimism, suggesting that both sides might be willing to step back from escalation and give diplomacy another chance. But the situation quickly took another turn. On Wednesday morning, Iran announced that it had seized two cargo ships in the Strait of Hormuz. This development immediately reignited global concern, highlighting just how fragile the situation remains. Even with a ceasefire in place, actions on the ground continue to threaten stability. The implications of these events go far beyond regional politics. When the Strait of Hormuz is at risk, global oil prices tend to rise. This affects transportation, food prices, and the cost of living worldwide. From major economies to developing nations, no one is immune to the ripple effects of instability in this critical passage. Analysts warn that the region is walking a very fine line. A single miscalculation could trigger a broader conflict with far-reaching consequences. Yet, despite the rising tensions, there is still hope. That hope lies in dialogue. History has shown that even the most complex conflicts can be resolved through negotiation, patience, and mutual understanding. The current situation between Iran and the United States is no exception, but it requires genuine commitment from all sides. The Strait of Hormuz is more than just a shipping route. It is a symbol of how interconnected our world has become. What happens in this narrow stretch of water can influence economies, politics, and lives across the globe. As the world watches closely, one question remains: will diplomacy prevail, or will tensions continue to rise? For now, the world waits and hopes for peace.